Hello friend, how are you? I hope you are all will be fine. I'm also fine, thank you. Today as welcome to your channel. Today we start lecture number 2 of Boran family. Lecture number 2 of group third, group third A, also called group 13. That is Boran family. In previous lecture, we studied some of the general characteristic of a Boran family or the group third. But some of the characteristic, most of the characteristics are also remaining. So let's start the next characteristic. It is characteristic number 6. Characteristic number 6. Sixth characteristic is melting point and boiling point. Melting and boiling point of group third elements. Boiling points are Boran family. Melting and boiling points of Boran family. The elements of this group do not show a regular change in this melting points with increase in atomic number. The melting point decrease from boron to gallium and then increase. How? That is boron, that is aluminium, that is gallium, that is indium, that is thallium. Yeah, that is thallium, that is TL, not Ti. Sorry for Ti. So these are elements. The melting point in degree centigrade for boron, it has 200 degree centigrade. Aluminium has the 660 degree centigrade melting point, while gallium has 30 degree centigrade melting point, while indium has the 157 degree melting point, while thallium has 303 degree centigrade melting point. And boiling point is 2250 2550 degree centigrade, while aluminium has 2450, while gallium has 2240, while indium has 2050, while thallium has 147 1470 degree centigrade. These are the boiling and melting points of boron family. While sorry, in case of boiling points, here is the regular order, that is 2550, not 22. Here is the regular increasing order present, decreasing order present, or decreasing order present. Mean 2500, 2400, 2200, 2000, 1400. Mean regular decreasing order. While in case of melting points, here is not a regular change present. While from the boron to aluminium decrease, melting point decreases. Up to gallium melting point decreases, means it increases from the gallium to boron, from left to right, while it increases from gallium to indium, from gallium to thallium. It also increases, means first of all from boron to gallium it decreases. From boron to gallium it decreases. I am talking about melting points. In degree centigrade. From boron to gallium it decreases. After that, from gallium to thallium it again increases. Why is this happening? The melting point decreases from boron to gallium and then increases. Why? The high melting point of boron, high melting point of boron is due to the fact. Now I'm answering. If you have any answer of this question, that why boron has a very high melting point as compared to the all other elements in the same group, so you can answer me in comment section. I will reply. uh, and just pause the video and answer me. Okay, I'm answering. High melting point of boron is due to the fact it is, you can write, is due to the fact that it exists as a giant covalent polymer in both solid and liquid state, in both solid and liquid state. It is the exact reason. Because high melting of boron is due to the fact that it is exists as a giant covalent polymer in both solid and liquid state. That's why their melting point is very high. While all the other elements, that is aluminium, indium, and thallium have a close packed metal structure. It have close packed metal structure. The Let's take the correct position of the camera. Yeah, all the elements, that is aluminium, indium, and thallium have all have closed close packed, that is close packed structure, packed metal structure. All those have close packed metal structure, so that's why their melting point is greater as compared to the gallium, so that's why it is greater as compared to gallium. But boron is very greater. It is due to the fact that I explained you in previous points. It is this. While aluminium, indium, and thallium have close packed metal structure, so that's why their melting point are greater as compared to gallium. But not it is greater is like in boron. While gallium has unusual structure. Gallium has unusual structure. Gallium has unusual structure. It consists of it consists of it consists of only Ga2 molecule. It consists of only an a Ga2 molecule. It has very low melting point, and Ga2 molecule, it has very low melting point. Ga2 molecule, it has very low melting point, so that's why their melting point is very less as in the group in the sequence, and the order is the not in this in the same way, and the order is the very this abnormal order. It have abnormal order. It exists as a liquid at also the gallium exists as a liquid at 2200 degrees centigrade, exists as a liquid up to 2000 degree centigrade, and hence due to this it can be used in high temperature thermometry. It means the melting point of gallium is 30 degrees centigrade. Melting point of gallium is 30 degrees centigrade. Due to this, in summer in room temperature, here in Pakistan, in India, or in Barasagir, in summer at room temperature, gallium will be at liquid state due to 30 degrees centigrade temperature. Gallium will be exist, Ga2 molecule or gallium metal will be exist in liquid state. But this state will be remain until the temperature will reach to 2240 degrees centigrade. Means up to 2000 degrees centigrade the gallium will be exist in liquid state. So that's why due to this reason the liquid state, the duration of liquid from 30 degrees centigrade to 2000 or 2200 degrees centigrade. Due to this, it can be used in high temperature thermometry. It can be used in high temperature thermometry. Why it can be used? Because it cannot be volatile. It can be exist in liquid state up to very high degree temperature, that is up to 2240 degrees centigrade thermometer. I hope my point will be clear. If you hear any confusion, you can rewind the video. After that, you will be get the points. While the boiling point of group third elements follow a regular decreasing order from boron to thallium. This shows that the strength of the bond holding the atom in liquid state decreases from boron to thallium. You can write this. This shows this decreasing order is in a regular order. This regular order show that the strength of the bonds holding the atom in liquid state decreases from boron to thallium. These are about melting and boiling points of boron family. If you have any confusion, if you have any question, you can also ask me in comment section, as well as you can ask me in my personal email that I put in description box. You can get from there and contact me. Now I'm cleaning the board because of to proceed the topic. Next characteristic is ionization energy. It is ionization energy. So let's start the ionization energy trend in group 3rd or group 13 or boron family. Okay, here is the following few trends are observed. I will be explained you bit by bit, one by one. First of all, the following trend can be observed. First trend is the first ionization energy of group 13 elements are lower than the corresponding groups of that is alkaline and alkali earth metals. However, the second ionization energy of group 13 elements, that is like this is the now I'm writing here, that is boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. This is the group 3rd, group 13th. This is the group 13th, while group 2 and group A, which is also called group 2 is also called alkaline earth metal. After that you will be get my point clear easily. While the first group, which is called alkali metal, this is the first group, this is called alkali metal. In alkali metal, this is hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, cesium, rubidium. These all elements are can be put in alkali metal, by in alkaline earth metal, that is calcium, magnesium and so on. These are in alkaline earth metal. So the first ionization energy, first ionization energy. Here is few ionization energy. What is, first of all, what is mean by ionization energy? Ionization energy is that minimum energy that required to remove or to ionize or to lose, or you can say that to remove the electron from the excited state of the atom. Let's suppose this is the atom. Now I am explaining the ionization energy. This is the atom. This is the first shell which has 2 electrons. This is the second shell which has 4 electrons. So what is the ionization energy? This, which one element will be that that is also called carbon, which has 6 electrons, 2 and 6 plus 4 6. So the ionization energy is the minimum energy that required to remove the electron from the excited state of the atom. From the excited state mean from the valence shell, from the outermost shell. So this is the outermost electron. When you give energy to this system, to this electron, it will be excited, it will be lose the system, and the carbon will get plus charge and it will become cation. So that energy, that minimum energy that can ionize the atom, that energy is called ionization energy. You can also say that minimum energy that can ionize the atom or that can ionize the molecule is also called ionization energy in simple form. So this is the first ionization energy, when you remove first electron from the system. When you remove another electron from the same atom, that has carbon plus charge, when you remove another electron, that will call second ionization energy. and that will be greater than the first ionization energy. While when you remove the third electron, it will get more energy, and this energy will be called third ionization energy. These are about ionization, first ionization energy, second ionization energy, and third ionization energy. So according to trend, first ionization energy of group 13 elements it will be lower than the corresponding elements of group 2, or group 1, that is alkaline earth metal. The first ionization energy, now I am writing here, first ionization energy of group third group 13 elements, group 13 elements are are lower than the corresponding elements of group corresponding elements of group 2, that is alkaline earth metals, in the same period. However, the second ionization energy of group 13 elements are higher in comparison to the corresponding alkaline earth metal. That is, however, second ionization energy, that is the first ionization energy, that is the second ionization can be denoted from this IE2. It means that second ionization energy, first ionization energy means the IE1, that's first ionization energy, and third ionization energy IE3. So for second ionization energy of group third, group third of group 13th elements are higher, in comparison to the to corresponding alkaline earth metal. First of all, I told you that the first ionization energy of group 13 elements are lower than the corresponding elements of group 2. Means it will be lower when you ionize the first electron from the group 13 or from the group 2. The first electron, when you remove the first electron, when you ionize the first electron from the atom, so that's why in this case the first ionization energy, the ionization energy of the 13 group will be lower than the ionization energy of alkaline earth metal. While in case of the second ionization energy, after removing of one electron, when you remove another electron from the system, from the atom, in corresponding elements of group 13 and group 2, the ionization energy of group 13 will be higher than alkaline earth metal. While in first ionization energy, group 13 elements, ionization energy of group 13 elements are lower than the alkaline earth metal. I hope my points will be cleared. These are the first trend in ionization energy of boron family. So what is the reason behind this, that why the in one sense, in one position, the first ionization energy of the group 13 are lower than the corresponding elements of group 2, while in second ionization energy of group 13 will be higher as the corresponding elements of alkaline earth metal or of group 2. What is the reason behind this? If you have answer, you can ask, you can put in description, in comment section. I will be reply you. Also, please, if you are like my teaching method, please subscribe my channel and share this video with your classmate, with your friends, so that they can also take advantage from the lecture. Okay, thank you. Now I am giving you a reason. In case of group third, that is the group 13th, that is the group 13, and that is the group 2, that is also called alkaline earth metal, and that is called boron family. So in boron family, the electronic configuration is the S S2 NS2 and NP1. While in case of the alkaline earth metal, the electronic configuration is NS2. The electronic configuration is NS2. So for the removing of first ionization, I am talking about the first ionization energy. Mean when you remove the first electron from the atom, the corresponding atom of the corresponding groups. So when you remove the first electron, from the 13 groups, it is when you remove electron from P, it will be required less energy. It can be easily removed as compared to the ns2, while ns2 has the also ns2 has, it will be like this, it have the stable electronic pair, electronic spin, so that's why it will get more energy. So that's why the first ionization energy of alkaline earth metal is will be greater, it will be greater, the group 13, the first ionization energy of group 13 will be less than group 2, group 2, because ns has the stable configuration, stable electronic configuration, while p has the unstable electronic configuration. So that's why p will have need p will have required less in amount of energy to ionize the atom as compared to when you ionize the atom of the corresponding atom of the alkaline earth metal. While in case of when you add second ionization energy, take the correct position of the camera. when you when you removing second electron from the atom, from the corresponding atom, after the removing of second electron, it will have the np0, and here in this case ns1 means after that after that from the cation, from the ions, when you remove another electron, now here in first case in group 13, here is a stable configuration established. So that's why in case of alkaline earth metal here is unstable configuration, which is called ns1, while in group 13 which has stable configuration, which is ns2. So that's why ns2 needs more energy to ionize the system. So that's why it will have more ionization energy. In case of second ionization energy, the group 13 will have more ionization energy as compared to the alkaline earth metal, that is the second group. So I hope my point will be cleared. This is the first trend of ionization energy. Now I am cleaning the board. If you have any confusion, if you have any question, you can rewind the video. After rewind the video, you will get the answer exactly. Okay, thank you. The second trend is first trend I explained you. The second trend is, the pen is not work perfectly, to change the marker. The second trend is on moving top to bottom in boron family, on moving top to bottom, on moving top to bottom in the periodic table, or you can say on moving from boron to thallium, that is boron, aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium. From boron, and moving from boron to thallium, the ionization energy order is not exactly, is not perfectly, is not regular, that is expected, and the ionization energy value is not observed. So how is this? The ionization energy decreases from beryllium to aluminum. It will be like this. This is the ionization energy order. This is the ionization energy order. The first ionization energy of boron is 801, while aluminum has 577 in kilojoule per mole. Ionization energy, first ionization energy in kilojoule per mole. This is 801. That has 801. Aluminum has 577. Gallium has 579. Indium has 558. While thallium has 589. This is the first ionization energy. So this is not regular order. From boron to aluminum, the order is increases. The ionization energy increases. Sorry, not increases, it decreases. Ionization energy decreases from boron to aluminum. After that, in gallium has increases from as compared to aluminum. Gallium has greater ionization, first ionization energy as compared to aluminum, and again decreases in indium and thallium. The value of ionization energy of helium is higher as compared to the before from this, that is indium, gallium and aluminum. So what is the reason behind this? That why, how is this regular order not established as expected? Why the order is disturbed? Why the order is abnormal? Can you have answer? Please, I'm waiting to your answer. Please pause the video and answer me in comment section. I will be check. I will be reply you. Okay, now I'm answering. I'm answering. On moving boron to thallium, first ionization energy decreases from gallium, while again gallium has greater, Ga has increased has increased while is increased then indium then indium while thallium has too much greater too much greater as compared to the previous one too much greater as compared to the previous one. So what is the reason behind this? Now I am answering. The first ionization energy of boron, that has the 801 kilojoule per mole. What is the reason of this first sentence? That is the first point, this is the second point, this is the third point. So what is the reason of each? The first point reason, let's suppose this is the A, question, this is the B question, this is the C question. On moving from boron to thallium, ionization energy decreases. Actually, why the ionization energy of before this question, first question is why the ionization energy of boron is very much high? Why the ionization of energy of boron is very much high? So the answer of this question, where you can be give the answer to the examiner of this question, is the first ionization energy of boron is highest in the group sense at the reason will be this since at size is smallest, you will be answer this at size is smallest, and that's why screening effect is lowest. Due to the smallest size, lowest screening effect present, screening effect present, that's why the energy of boron will be very high. First ionization energy of boron will be high, means so less screening effect means the nucleus will be hold the valence electron very tightly, so that's why it will be very difficult. Nucleus electron will be hold the valence electron, nucleus charge, nucleus will be hold this valence electron very tightly, so that's why it is due to the less screening effect and the smallest size, so that's why it will be very difficult to remove this electron. It will be required very large amount of energy. That amount of energy will be equal to 801 kilojoule per mole, and after to giving to the system to boron like this much energy, the boron will be producer ion, boron will be in plus state mean it will get a positive charge because after losing the electron. So this is the answer of the first question, that why boron has a very high ionization energy. So come to this point, on moving boron to thallium, not boron to thallium, boron to aluminum, sorry, aluminum, boron to aluminum, ionization energy decreases very, the ionization a sharp decrease occur in from boron to aluminum, sharp decrease occur. Why it is this? It is due to the appreciable, the answer you can be answered to this. This is due to appreciable increase in atomic size and screening effect. Here in aluminum, in case of boron, here is only 2 shell, while in case of aluminum, where has 3 shell. In case of boron, here is K and L shell only, which has K shell has 2 electrons and the L shell contain 1s and 1p, means 2s2p, so it will have 3 electrons. That's why well, in case of aluminum, it have K, L and M 3 shells, K shell 2 electron, L shell 8 electron, and M shell again because total 13 electrons, while M shell again 3 electrons. Yeah, it will again 3 electrons. So that's here is one extra orbit, one extra shell enter into the nucleus enter and produce a screening effect to the outermost electron. It produces screening effect to the outermost electron. One extra penultimate shell added to the system, to the aluminum. So that's why their ionization energy. So this electron in the valence shell electron will be required less amount of energy to ionize the aluminum ion, to ionize the aluminum atom, as compared to the boron that will get more energy, that will require more energy to ionize boron atom. So you can write that one extra to this point, one due to one extra penultimate shell added, penultimate shell have been added. Due to this, it will require more ionization energy. Again, gallium has increased than indium. Gallium has increased than indium, means the indium is decreased. Indium has a lower ionization energy, first ionization energy than gallium. So why indium has lower ionization energy than gallium? The answer of this question is that in gallium here is one d orbital, penultimate d orbital enter, while in indium here is 2d orbital, 2d shell, penultimate shell enter. So that's why, and we know that the d shell produce less screening effects, but here in case of indium, one extra shell has been added to the same D shell, because D shell are remain same. In first case here is D shell, in second case here is D shell. The penultimate shell in both cases are D shell, while in case of indium one extra shell are added. So that's why their energy that will be required, their size will be greater, and the valence electron will be required less energy to ionize the indium atom. So that's why indium has a lower ionization energy than gallium. I hope my point will be clear. Also, these points are very complicated points, so that's why please focus and concentrate on the lecture, on the points. Thank you. While in again, thallium has too much greater ionization energy. The increase in ionization energy from indium to thallium is due to, what is the reason of this? It is due to the increase in the ionization energy, increase in the ionization energy, first ionization energy from indium to thallium, is due to, the exact answer is due to poor screening effect, poor screening effect poor screening effect of 14th f electron. 14th f electron, I already explained you that d shell produce a less screening effect, but f shell produce very less shielding effect as compared to d shell. So that's why it produce a poor screening effect on present in the inner energy level, are present in the penultimate shell, so that's why penultimate shell. So that's why the thallium ionization energy, the thallium size become reducer. When the thallium size become reducer, so that's why it will get, or you can say, when the screening effect lesser, means the nuclear charge, then the effective nuclear charge on the valence electron will be tightly. So that's why the electron will be held tightly. That's why the electron will be required more energy to remove or to ionize the thallium atom. So that's why these are the ionization energy trend, three trends. I told you that these are the three trends of ionization energy in the boron family. If you have any question, if you have any confusion, you can rewind the video. After repeating the video, after repeating the lecture, your confusion will be removed easily, because by getting logic. So you can take screenshot or you can rewind the video. Now I am cleaning the board to proceed the topic. The next trend of ionization energy in boron family is the third trend. I explained you two trends. The third trend is the second and third ionization energy. The second and third ionization energy. Second and third ionization energy for the elements. for the elements are successively higher, for the elements are successively higher, successively higher. What this mean and what is the reason behind this? It will be like this. Now I'm cleaning the this point because you can rewind the video to get this point. The second ionization energy for boron family is the first ionization energy I already write here, while the second ionization energy for boron is the 2427 kilojoule per mole. For aluminium is 1816, while for gallium is the 19. For aluminium is 1816. For gallium is the 1979. For indium is 1820. For thallium is 1971. Similarly, third ionization energy for boron is 3659. For aluminium is 2744, while gallium has the 2962, while indium has 2704, while thallium has the 2877. These are the successive ionization energy of boron family. So why the successive ionization energy of boron family increases? Means for first ionization energy of boron is 801, the second ionization energy is greater than the first ionization energy, while third ionization energy is greater than the second and first ionization energy. So why this increasing occur? When the ionization energy, when the removal of electron, next removal of electron occur. So why is this? What is the reason behind this? This is the point that I am explaining you. After the loss of first electron, that is after you giving the heat, after you giving the energy, that is called the first ionization energy, that remove the first electron. That is like this. This is the nucleus, this is the first shell, this is the second shell, this is the third shell. This is the first electron, this is the second electron, this is the third electron, this is the fourth electron. So for the same case, when you remove this electron, from the system, and the system will get, let's suppose this is the gallium, structure. When you remove first electron from the gallium get, this is the first structure, that is gallium atom. When you remove the first electron from the system, that will get gallium plus charge. Which is like this, that is gallium plus charge, plus 1 charge. After that, when you remove the second electron from this gallium, now here is no electron, that is called gallium plus charge. Now gallium is gallium plus. When you remove the second electron from this gallium atom, it will get gallium plus 2 charge, Similarly, when you remove the third electron from the gallium, it will get gallium plus 3 charge, So after the loss of first electron, the effective nuclear charge increases with the result. Why the effective nuclear charge increases? Because the number of proton in the nucleus are remain same, but the number of electron around the nucleus are decrease. So that's why the effective nuclear charge, the nuclear force on the electron that hold the electron, will be increased. That's why that result, that decrease in ionic size, that shrink the atom, that shrink the ion, that shrink the size of the ions occur, and thus more and more energy are required for the removal of the second and third and subsequent electron. So that's why the first ionization energy will be less than the second ionization energy, while second ionization energy will be less than the third ionization energy, while third ionization energy will be less than the fourth ionization energy, and so on. Since the first, second and third successive ionization energy of the elements of this group is very high, these elements have little tendency to form trivalent ion. I will explain what is trivalent ion in the next lecture, and the next coming lecture. Today lecture will, I hope the lecture will be need to close, to end up. If you have any confusion, if you have any question, you can ask me in comment section, as well as you can ask me in my personal WhatsApp or Gmail that I put in description box. You can get from the description box my personal WhatsApp and Gmail hand, then contact me. Also, please subscribe my channel. It make me feel happy that my students are supporting me. Okay, thank you very much. Very best of luck, my dear student. Very best of luck.